Welcome to ANS Solver question 9 of this paper. So for part A, they are asking you to factorize the following. Now, for part A1, it is pretty straightforward. So for the first two terms, you just take out what is common between the first two terms. So in this case, it would be, it would be 5A. So 5am divided by 5a is equal to m plus 10ap divided by 5a is equal to 2p. Now, between the second two terms, what is common is minus b. So, and you have to remove something common such that the two brackets that we make should be the same, exactly the same. So, negative bm divided by negative b is equal to m, and negative 2bp divided by negative b is equal to positive 2p. Therefore, your final answer for part A1 would be 5a minus b multiplied by m plus 2p. Now let's move to part A2 of this question. So part A2 is also pretty straightforward. All you need to do is remove what is common between the two terms. So if we remove 5k plus g common between the two terms, we would be left with 3 times k plus g. So if you expand 3 times k plus g, it will be 3k plus 3g. And for the second term, that is minus 20 times k plus g. So the minus 20 times k plus g divided by 5k plus g. So k plus g and k plus g would get cancelled. So therefore minus 20 divided by 5 is equal to minus 4. And therefore this would be your final answer for part A2 of this question. 3k plus 3g. Now let's move to part A3 of this question. So for part A3, you would have already noticed that the question is in the form a square minus b square. So if you write a square minus b square, we can write it in another form, that is a plus b a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. So all we need to do is take the square root of both the terms and write it in the form a plus b, a minus b. So if we take the root of 4x square, we will be left with 2x. And if we take the root of y raised to 4, we will be left with y raised to 2. So therefore you can say your final answer is 2x plus y square multiplied by 2x minus y square. Now let's move to part B of this question, where they are asking us to expand and simplify. So the easiest way to solve such questions is to expand only two brackets first. So let's expand x minus 3 and x plus 1 first. So x multiplied by x is x square. X multiplied by 1 is positive 1x, so positive x. And negative 3 multiplied by x is negative 3x. So plus x minus 3x. Now negative 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to negative 3. And then after we simplify this, we can multiply that entire bracket by the last bracket. So x square plus x square minus 2x minus 3 will be multiplied by 3x minus 4. Now you use the same logic, you multiply each term with each term in both the brackets. So or each term with each other in both the brackets. So x square multiplied by 3x is equal to 3x cube. X square multiplied by negative 4 is negative 4x square. Negative 2x multiplied by 3x is negative 6x square. Negative 2x multiplied by negative 4 is positive 10x. Not 10x, my bad. Positive 8x. Negative 3 multiplied by 3x is equal to negative 9x, and negative 3 multiplied by negative 4 is positive 12. So we can simplify this to 3x square and minus 4x square minus 3x cube, my bad, minus 4x square minus 6x square is equal to minus 10x square, and plus 8 minus 9 is equal to negative x, and plus 12 comes as it is because there's no other number. So therefore your final answer for part B would be 3x cube negative minus 10x square minus x and positive 12. So now let's move to part C of this question. So for part C, to find the value of a and b, first let's expand x plus a the whole square. So it would be x square plus a square, which is so it would be a square plus b square plus 2ab. So x square plus a square plus 2 times ab, which is equal to 2 times ax. Therefore now we can compare it with x square plus b plus 22x. Now x square and x square are the same, so we can't compare that. Let's compare 2ax and 22x. So if we write 2ax is equal to 22x, we can cancel the x and the x, so therefore a will be equal to 11. Therefore we can say that b will be equal to a square, as it is we can compare these two terms. So we know the value of a, therefore we can say b is equal to 121. Therefore 121 will be your final value for b, and these will be your final answers for part C of this question.